translation. When Lord Brahma heard the wonderful ceremony going on near his planet, accompanied by music and songs and sounds of Jai, Jai, he immediately came down to see the function. Upon seeing so much glorification of Lord Krishna, he was completely astonished. So here we are relishing the beautiful pastimes of killing Aghasura. This particular verse is in the last phase of the pastime, where Krishna has entered the body of Aghasura and bursted him into pieces by expanding himself. And as Aghasura's body was touched by Krishna, or Krishna touched Aghasura's body, Aghasura has attained Sayuja Mukti. However, in later chapters, it would be concluded that Aghasura has not received Sayuja Mukti but the Sarupya Mukti. The explanation is given there, but we will not go into that at this moment, and we will focus on this particular verse. So, here, if we see in the last verse also, after killing Aghasura, in the translation it is mentioned, everyone being pleased, the demigods began to shower flowers from Nandanakana. The celestial dancing girls began to dance, and the Gandharvas, who are famous for singing, offered songs of prayer. The drummers began to beat their kettle drums, and the Brahmana offered Vedic hymns. In this way, both in the heaven and on earth, everyone began to perform his own duties glorifying the Lord. So after killing Aghasura, heavenly planets, denizens, started showering flowers on Krishna, and Gandharvas, who are really good at singing, they started singing prayers. Brahmanas started reciting Vedic hymns, and this auspicious sound, vibration, has even gone to the upper planetary systems. And that's what Prabhupada is mentioning in purport, that here the word Amti means near, indicating that even in the higher planetary systems near Brahmaloka, like Maharloka, Janaloka and Tapaloka, the festival of glorification of Lord Krishna was going on. So, the moment here in Vrindavan, and at the same time heavenly denizens started celebrating the festival of killing of Aghasura, that sound has gone up in the upper planetary system, and there also the denizens of higher planetary systems started celebrating the festival. And by hearing this auspicious sound, Lord Brahma heard this sound, and then he kind of started thinking, what is happening? Let me see. And he has come down from his Satyaloka or Brahmaloka without showing himself to anyone, and saw that, okay, Aghasura has been killed, and denizens or the Brajavasis are dancing in jubilation, and Krishna is along with them. And here the word mentioned is very significant in the last line of the verse called Vismayam, because when Lord Brahma, he came down, when he saw the Aghasura's killing, he saw that the light has gone from him and merged into Krishna. And he started thinking, he is saying that he was completely astonished by seeing the glorification of Lord Krishna. And here is the story starts. Vismayam, Prabhupada here translates Vismayam as astonishment, and in many places in Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita, Prabhupada has translated this word Vismayam in a different ways. Somewhere he is translating it as amazement, somewhere he is translating this particular word as bewilderment. So this Vismayam means astonishment. Astonishment means when we see something uncommon. And here that's what Lord Brahma is thinking. How come this particular boy who is only 5 years old, has killed Aghasura. That's what is been mentioned, and because of that, everyone is celebrating. So how is it possible? And this is where the continuation of the pastime starts. If we see who is Lord Brahma here, Brahma is mentioned as Lord. Lord means what? Ishvara. Ishvara means controller. That means he is the one who is the controller of this material manifestation, we can say. Because Brahma knows that he is the creator of this material manifestation. If we see, to become a Brahma, one requires to do lot of austerity, penances. In one place it is said that a living entity, when he performs Varnashram system perfectly for 100 lifetimes, then one is eligible to become a Brahma or to take the post of Brahma. Even if you look at the lifespan of Brahma's life is for 100 years, but not the normal 100 years. If you look at the calculation, it is said that Kali Yuga is of 4,32,000 years. Then Treta Yuga, then Dwapar Yuga is double than that. That means 8,64,000 years. If we add Dwapar Yuga and Kali Yuga, then becomes Treta Yuga. And when we add 3 of these yugas in total, then becomes the lifespan of Satya Yuga. And when we add all this Satya Yuga, Treta Yuga, Dwapar Yuga, Kali Yuga, becomes one Chatur Yuga. And that is nothing but one Chatur Yuga. And when we calculate this Chatur Yuga into 1000, that is a 1 day of Brahma, which is also known as Mahakalpa. And one Chatur Yuga is called as Kalpa. So one Kalpa into 1000 becomes one Mahakalpa, and that is what the Brahma's 1 day is, 12 hours of Brahma is. So if we will not get into the calculation, but it is mentioned that Brahma's lifespan is of 311 trillion years. So 1 day of Brahma 12 hours, and similarly 1 night of Brahma, and like that Brahma lives for 100 years, which is nothing but 311 trillion years. So that is what the Brahma's position is. So Brahma is not an ordinary person. He is living entity, but he is the perfect living entity, is being said in the Shastra. So this Brahma, when he looks at this particular pastime of Aghasur killing, started questioning, who is this boy, 5-year-old boy? Everyone is saying that he has killed Aghasura, and I am the most powerful personality here. I really want to see who this boy is. That is what Brahma thinks. And our different acharyas also gives the commentary on this particular verse. We will not get into all the commentaries, because all the acharyas are, almost giving similar commentary on this particular verse, and they are also talking about this word called Swayam, this word called Vismayam. Okay. This word called Viswayam. And there we'll just read Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur's commentary. In that, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur is also saying the same thing. He is saying that hearing the many festivals, Naikotsava, that means Anekotsava, which were auspicious sounds, and the amazing hymns, the manifold splendid music, very delicate songs, Gitika, and sounds of Jai, etc., just near, that means Anti, Nikate, Eva, Satyaloka, even those who were on Maharloka, on Janaloka, and on Tapaloka, did songs, and the like. After hearing the news from one another, Brahma at once arrived to Vrindavan, undetected by others. After seeing the light of Aghasura, which was going toward Vaikuntha, and is a glory, Mahi, of the Lord, saw the glory of the Lord there too and got astonishment. Vismaya Jagan. Vismaya Prapta. That's what Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur is saying. And other acharyas also, like Jiva Goswami, Sanatan Goswami, Baldev Vidyabhushan, Sridhar Swami, everybody is giving similar commentary, and they all are saying that Lord Brahma has amazed by seeing this particular incident. So here now we have to look at two perspectives. One perspective is that Brahma got bewildered. That means Brahma has got a tinge of pride. That I am the creator of this material manifestation, and if the Supreme Personality of Godhead has arrived in this material manifestation, I should be known. But I don't know. That means I don't think he is the Supreme Person or he is my Lord. So I have to really check that who is he? Is he some mystic yogi who is kind of bewildering Brajavasis or taking undue advantage of their innocence? So this kind of thing Brahma is thinking, and this is what the pride we can say Brahma is having, that I am the Supreme, and how come I don't know what is happening in this material manifestation? So this is the one perspective. We will talk about it more. Another perspective we can see here is that to continue the pastime, Krishna is kind of bewildering Brahma. Because if we go further into this Leela, and next chapter is called Brahma Vimohan Leela, in that we see that Brahma is taking away the calves and gopas from Krishna, and Krishna is taking an opportunity to fulfill the desire of gopis, where Gopi thought Krishna to be their son. So Krishna wanted to fulfill that desire of gopis, and because of that, to relish, to increase the intensity of loving relationship of gopis, Krishna would have created this particular incident or situation where Brahma is forgetting who Krishna is, who Brahma is, and let the pastime continue, so that let me give the topmost loving relationship of devotion to gopis. That is another perspective. For example, we can think that Arjuna is the eternal servitor of Krishna, Arjuna is eternal devotee of the Lord. But Arjuna is put into a condition where Arjuna is playing a role of ignorant person. Arjuna is not ignorant, but then to instruct Bhagavad Gita to all the mankind, Arjuna was put into that situation where Arjuna is asking the question to Krishna that I don't want to get into this ghastly warfare. Rather than getting involved in this warfare, I would give up this and go begging for my benefit. But I don't want to get into this war. So this, as we all know, that is the platform set by Krishna in the beginning of Bhagavad Gita. So similar to this, we can think that Brahma is being bewildered by Krishna, so that Krishna can continue the pastime and fulfill the desire of gopis. So that will come later in the next chapter. So we will focus on the first perspective, and we'll see that Brahma is getting proud that I am the creator of this material manifestation. I am the one when appeared. For example, here we see in this verse, Brahma is called as Aja. Aja means unborn. There is only one unborn, who is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna. But here Brahma is mentioned as Aja because Unborn means Brahma is not born from a material mother, or Brahma is not born as an ordinary human being. That's the reason Brahma is mentioned here as Aja. So Brahma is thinking himself as really the creator and the supreme. Yes, he is mentioned here as Lord by Prabhupada. He is an Ishvara, but he is not a Parameshwara. That particular thing he is forgetting here. That he is not a Parameshwara. Because when he has appeared from the navel of Mahavishnu, Garbhodakashayi Vishnu, and after appearing, he went till the bottom of the stem. And he couldn't get it. He was so bewildered, he did not understand the point for what reason, what is the purpose of his existence. And that time when he performed tapasya, austerity, he got sound vibration tapa, and then when he started doing austerity penances, then after that he got an intelligence to create this material manifestation. So here Brahma is getting proud. Now here is again a twist. The pride are of two types. One is that ecstatic pride which is in relationship with Krishna. When the pride arises in relationship with Krishna, for Krishna, that is not the false pride, that is the ecstatic pride. And that is what Rupa Goswami mentions in Nectar of Devotion, chapter 29. And Rupa Goswami, I'll just narrate, we'll just look at a couple of incidents to understand what is the ecstatic pride means. So here the first incident Rupa Goswami gives is an incident of Bilvamangal Thakur. Bilvamangal Thakur said, "My dear Krishna, you are leaving me, forcibly getting out of my clutches, but I shall be impressed by your strength only when you can go forcibly from the core of my heart." This is an instance of feeling pride in ecstatic love for Krishna. I'll read one more to understand what is ecstatic pride. Sometimes Radharani felt pride within herself and said, "Although the cowherd boys prepare nice flower garlands for Krishna, when I present my garland to him, he becomes struck with wonder and immediately accepts it and puts it on his heart." This is what ecstatic pride means. That is for Krishna. And the false ego or the false pride is something which is not in relationship with Krishna. And that is what here Brahma is experiencing. And Krishna has to cut down that particular pride, what Brahma is experiencing. Prabhupada says, actually we all living entity are in this material world because we all are proud. Why we all are proud? Because we were with Krishna so happily, but the moment we thought or the desire came in our mind that why I have to enjoy with Krishna, I want to enjoy without Krishna. That means the false pride has come. And that's the reason to lord over we have come into this material world. We started thinking that we are the master. Something similar Brahma is thinking here, that he is the master. And the same position. So here, what we have to understand is that Brahma is taking the position of the ordinary human. And Bhagavatam is instructing us that when we become proud, thinking that we are separate from Krishna, we are the master, then we are into trouble. How we are into trouble? Then all the problem starts. That we ourselves think that we are the master, and to fulfill the desire of aham mameti, we get into so many troublesome activities. For example, the similar incident Chaitanya Mahaprabhu tells to Sanatana Goswami about Brahma only, that how the pride destroys one's intelligence. For Chaitanya Mahaprabhu explains this narration when Brahma wants to meet Lord in Dwarka. He comes to Dwarka And he asked the doorkeeper that I want to meet Krishna. So doorkeeper says that okay, please wait here. We will come back in 2 minutes and let you know whether Krishna wants to meet you or not. And when doorkeepers go to Krishna and then the doorkeeper asks for permission from Krishna that Brahma wants to come and meet you, Krishna understands that this Brahma is kind of proud, so I have to cut down his pride. So Krishna says this doorkeeper that go back and ask this Brahma that which Brahma you are. So doorkeeper comes back and asks Brahma that which Brahma you are. That time Brahma thinks that how come Krishna can ask this question? I am the only Brahma. I am the creator of this material universe, and Krishna is asking that which Brahma? So okay, let me ask this question directly to Krishna. So at this moment just tell this doorkeepers that I am Chaturmukhi Brahma. So doorkeepers goes back to Krishna and says that he is the Chaturmukhi Brahma. Then Krishna says that okay, let him come and meet me. And then once Brahma comes in and meet Krishna, Krishna asks, okay, how is everything, how the material activities are, everything is nice. So that time Brahma asks a question, he becomes overwhelmed and he asks this question that, I want to ask this question that why you ask this question saying that which Brahma I am? Are there any more Brahmas? And that time Krishna, by his all-pervading nature, by his supremacy, he calls all the Brahmas or all the material universe. So when those Brahmas, Chaturmukhi Brahma says some are 10-headed Brahmas, some are 100-headed Brahmas, some are 1,000-headed Brahmas. He understands his tiny position in this manifestation of creation. And that time he understands that his position is like he is the creator of one of the universe, that is true, but then the universe is nothing but, like Shastra mentions that these universes are like full bag of mustard seeds. There are so many universes. It's like if we try to count, we cannot count them. It's like the stars are in the sky and the full bag of mustard seeds are in the bag. That kind of universes are there in this manifestation. And in this manifestation, in these universes, there are so many planetary systems. Millions of planets are in this universe, in one of the universe. In those millions of planets, there is one planet called Earth planet. And in this Earth planet, there are so many countries. And so many countries have got so many states have got so many cities. And so many cities, there are so many areas in that there is one area called Karpur. So, I am talking about our living entities' position. Brahma definitely has understood that there are so many universes. In that, he is the creator of one universe. He understood that particular point, that how tiny, how insignificant soul he is. But the instruction here is that we are also in the same position as Brahma, because we are also in this material world, because we are considering ourselves of our master of this universe. So this Karpur, in this area there is one house called Jagadisvar Das house, and that Jagadisvar Das is considering him as master of that house. How insignificant he is actually, but then he is considering that he is the master of that house. He is controlling the material affairs of that house. So how insignificant that particular soul is. But no, when he comes out, he considers himself as someone special. He is someone different. Why? Because this material civilization, this modern civilization has taught him to think like that. And the problem is with this material education. He has taken this material education where he has learned that he is someone special, he is someone different, He has got the intelligence to acquire all the opulence of the world, and he should strive for it, thrive for it. That is his problem. So when we say Brahma is considering himself as a master, being a living entity, that is the position of each and every soul in this material world. That we all are considering ourselves as master. And that's the reason this particular pastime is not just for Brahma, for us as well to understand that we are not the master. I'll just give you one incident that when I consider myself as a master, I should control everything, right? But then I am not even able to control my natural call. 15 days back, I was suffering with urine infection. In one night, I have gone almost 25 times, considering that why I am going for passing water every 5 minutes. I cannot even stop that. How I can consider myself as a master? That I cannot even control my natural instinct, and I'm so bewildered. I am not able to understand why I am going again and again. And when I went to a doctor, I understood that it's a urine infection, and I have to take the tablets from the doctor to stop that. And when I consider that I am an independent entity who can lord over everyone. And this particular problem comes because of this material education. Because this modern education helplessly force everyone to think like that. So that they can compete with others. They can go crazy to attain some material benefit, wealth, opulence in this material world. Just a couple of examples we would hear, and then we can kind of pause this course. This material education makes everyone crazy, because they force us to think that we are different than others, and to compete in the name of competition, they go so mad that they even forget the relationship with their near and dears who have given them birth and who have taken care of them so nicely. In one place, one of the devotees told me that one 13-year-old girl, she had a fight with the family, and she left the home. She left the father and mother and went to their friends, her friend's family, and her friend's family also taking her side, saying that no, you should not go back to your mother and father, because they are not good. They are not giving you good education. Yes, you should listen to your mind, you should listen to your desires. So you should not go back. We will make sure that you will stay with us, care of you. No need to go back to them. This is what the modern education is teaching them. Because so-called this modern education, this educated people think that as 13-year-old girl, she has got her intelligence. So she should do what she feels like doing. That is the problem. She should not listen to their parents. She should not listen to the one who are well-wishers of her. They are telling her something for her benefit, her betterment in her life. But she, by pride, she is becoming proud that I am 13-year-old girl now. I know what needs to be done in this world. I have got intelligence. I have got courage to compete with this people. Why I have to listen to my mother and father? No, I will not stay with them. Let me go out of this and then create my own empire. That is what nowadays people say, that I will create my own empire. And that's the reason they want to come out and compete with so-called education system. And this is what the problem is, and that's the reason we tell everyone that early age, your boy should be in Gurukul. One should put their son in Gurukul, because Gurukul's main aim is not to teach or not to study, but Gurukul's main aim is to teach how obedient the boy can be, how disciplined the boy can be. Studies, anyone can study. I mean, Gurukuls, it's a side dish that when boy comes in Gurukul, he studies. But the main teachings for Gurukul boy is that obedience. When the teacher tells him to do something, he should simply obey him. Why simply obey him? Because teacher is the one who has already gone through that particular training of obedience and discipline through his spiritual master. He is also obeying his spiritual master. So this teacher is the right teacher to teach how one can obey the teacher. We see here in Gurukul, we tell boys that when someone tells you to do some service, you should not say no, you have to do service. Never ever say no to service. When someone tells you to do something, you have to obey them. That is the first and foremost instruction given in Gurukul, that obedience, which is big time missing in this modern education. The moment the son or the girl goes into this school, they teach them that you are the most important. You are someone who can create something which has not been seen by anyone, uncommon. So you have to strive for it, and you should do what your mind tells you to do. Willing, feeling, and then doing. Okay, I'm willing to go for movie, I should go. I'm willing to smoke, I should smoke. I'm willing to drink, I would drink. Just do it. The slogan, just do it. Because I want to do it, I would do it. That is the problem. And that is what exactly we don't do in Gurukul. Gurukul means that one will teach. Gurukul boy that Trinada Pisuni Chena, Taroravi Saishnuna, Amanina Magadena, Kirtaniya Seda. And that is what Prabhupada also taught all of the devotees, his disciples. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given these teachings to us. That the first teaching is Trinada Pisuni Chena. That you should consider yourself as a blade of grass, not the master, but the servant. Dasanu 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 Das. When one understands this, then the real devotional service begins. And that's what the instruction is given here. This is what the teaching we can see here. That Brahma, little bit bewildered, tinge of pride has come in his mind that I am the master, and to cut that particular pride, Krishna has performed the pastime of Brahma Vimohandi to make sure that who the Brahma is, who the Krishna is. Krishna is the cause of all causes. He is all pervading. He is all omniscient. He is all omnipresent. He is all omnipotent. He is the root of everything. As we know, the root maintains the big banyan tree. The root is the one who holds the big banyan tree. Like that, Krishna is that root who is holding not only this material manifestation, but the spiritual manifestation. Everything he is holding. He is that root. We talked about Brahma's lifetime, but then that lifetime, when we consider Krishna, it's just a flash. It just flash. Why? Because from Garbhodakashayi Vishnu, when he breathes in and breathes out, that number of universes are coming out with his inhalation and with his exhalation, and number of universes are getting destroyed with his inhalation. When he exhales, that universes are getting created. And the very next moment when he inhales, the universes are getting destroyed. So that 311 trillion years what we talked about Brahma's lifetime is nothing but a flash as compared to the Garbhodakashayi Vishnu who is inhaling and exhaling. And Garbhodakashayi Vishnu is not the Krishna, he is just partial expansion of Krishna. So please understand the real position of Krishna, who Krishna is. And that particular Krishna, when he comes in this Vrindavan and performs the pastime of killing Aghasura, it is nothing. But people consider as mythology. This so-called people consider that as mythology. So one should understand what Krishna's position is. Now, after this verse, it is been said that Krishna is only 5 years old when he performed this particular pastime. And okay, I will not reveal the secret that okay, why this particular pastime has been narrated when he becomes 6. So 1 year this pastime is kept as a secret. So I will not get into that. That will come in the future chapters. But this is what the position of Krishna is. This is what the position of Brahma is. Brahma is not an ordinary living entity. And still, when we hear this particular pastime and understand Krishna's position, Brahma's position, we should understand what position we are in and why we should consider ourselves as master of this particular body, this particular mind, this particular intelligence. No, we are on the wrong path if we consider like that. And that's the reason we should follow the Shishtastakam verse that Trinadapi Sunichena Taroravi Saishruna Amanina Manadena Kirtaniya Sadahari. By chanting the holy name of the Lord, we can come out that this particular pride can be destroyed. And when this particular pride destroys, then we understand our real position. And when we understand our real position, we surrender to that Supreme Person who is our real Father. And we perform the devotional service unto Him by that surrender. So we'll take a pause here and we'll, please let me know if you have any questions, if you have any doubts. Srimad Bhagavatam ki, yeah, please.
Question on Brahma's lifetime. So when Brahma's lifetime is over, still the universe will be there, and after Brahma will take over, or
yes,
the universe gets into Vishnu or any universe.
Yeah, so there are two kind of destructions which are mentioned as far as I understand. You can correct me if I am going anywhere wrong. That one first inhalation is when Brahma sleeps. The day is over, Brahma sleeps, that time first inhalation happens. That time Brahma doesn't get destroyed. He sleeps and he wakes up, and then again another material, means lower planetary systems gets destroyed, and then again it gets created by Brahma. And the ultimate destruction when it happens, when the Brahma finishes his 100 years, and then his lifetime, his lifespans completes. That time the ultimate destruction happens, and that time the new Brahma takes over. So it is said that when new Brahma takes over, and that time if there is no eligible person to take over the position of Brahma, then Vishnu himself takes that position as Brahma. So that is how Brahma's lifespan is.
This is one technical thing.
Yeah.
Concept is like the breathing, inhaling, exhaling is done by Mahavishnu.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Mahavishnu. Yes. Yes. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.